Greetings, what's going on, beautifuls? We're back to do a 5-card reading for all 12 tribes, and this is going to cover the next fortnight. So I call those 2 strong, because none of us were sent here to be weak or diluted with false information. We're going to look at 5 cards to help break apart things we need to know about moving on. I'm going to suggest that in addition to watching your sun, you check your moon and your rising, because I am a moon reader, and so many of my Aquarians find additional messages and sometimes more in their moon and rising signs with me. The first card's going to talk to us about the present situation. The second will cover our challenge based on the past. The third is going to give us an idea of the future and guidance that we might need to be aware of. The fourth is a reason for why the current situation has a certain or particular focus, or what you might want to be focused upon. And the last card is going to give us an idea of what the potential outcome actually is. Now, if you like these messages, hit me up. Thumbs ups work, subscribe, or hit the bell if you really like them. You'll get all of my notifications, and let me know if it resonated. I'd love to hear your messages in the comments below. We'll see you on the inside of your reading. Hey, what's going on, Gemini? How you doing? Good to have you back. I have been shuffling and meditating on your energy for this fortnight period. And, wow. It's looking good for some of you. I hear somebody's long-term investment plan matured 5 years early. I don't know what it is, but I'm hearing, or maybe this is something that's happening now in May, but I'm hearing you got your hand on it, Gemini, and I'm hearing for some of you, this is going to be a time to figure out who it was that made up that BS about who was actually asking who out. And it's a very specific message, but I literally just saw, it's just like they're talking to me about somebody's secret relationship. You're going to know if it's true or not, but I'm hearing for somebody, and it might be you, Gemini. Hopefully it's not you that did this, but I'm hearing about somebody making up rumors about somebody's relationship or why they got together with somebody, and whoever it is going to be surprised, because I literally see somebody going like, boo, and showing their ring off. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. But we've got some cards. They've been shuffled. And you've got your energy on it. Let's lay down your 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Gemini. I'm hearing some of you might literally be getting outed, or maybe you have dealing with somebody who's famous, but they're talking to me about somebody's celebrity contact, and I'm hearing it's somebody that's not happy about how that person changed, or how that person, they're showing me, supports somebody else. It's I'm seeing somebody trying to put a person down, and this could also be an Aquarius maybe that you're dealing with. Maybe this is you. Maybe you have Aquarius in your chart somewhere. But I'm hearing that's somebody being put down because of a love situation. And I'm hearing for somebody else, this is also just about knowing when you can ask a contact for help, because even when the star is upside down, it's kind of like the sun. It's somebody might be down a little bit, but you can't be too down and out. This is somebody that just shines anyway. And so I'm hearing whatever it is, it can't last, because that is a major card, that is a major arcana. I'm hearing, especially if somebody's trying to turn somebody's world upside down like that, it's not going to work. It's I literally saw somebody flipping something in their eye, and it's what happened to me earlier. It was one of my contacts flipped and was stuck in my eye, and I pulled it out. And it's amazing how something like that can clear up your vision when you just adjust it. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's it's that kind of adjustment that you're going to need to take. This just practical, makes sense in your life, especially if it's about maybe reaching for a resource that you actually have there that's really going to help with something. So you're going to know if that's for you, Gemini. Let's go ahead and see what the current situation is at present. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I'm hearing for somebody, this is literally about just an assassination of somebody's character in their life. This is somebody's fortune on the spin. And the thing about the Wheel of Fortune card, one, it's major arcana, so it's one of those things that is by and large determinant of how we correspond with life, versus what a passing mood might be. When it shows up like this, it's like something could just be blocked or pending. I'm hearing literally pending. And that might be your glockenspiel there for some of you. But for others, it's about who was wielding the pen the whole time. And I'm hearing about plagiarism, theft of intellectual property, and they're saying like 4 witnesses on the book. So let's see what else is going on here, because that can't be for everybody. But if it is for you, just know that the Wheel of Fortune changes here and it turns. And especially if you have resources that aren't being accessed right now, they're showing up with good energies around him, because this Knight of Cups energy here is somebody that will do things out of love. But I'm also hearing too, depending on who this is, especially if it's somebody that threw your world upside down here, Gemini, that's somebody that might be malicious out of love as well, because you just have to know who you're dealing with in your own networks. Okay, so I'm going to get an idea of what the challenge in the past has been. Queen of Cups. So I'm hearing it's like knowing who to trust after something happened that left you knowing that you had to be more discerning. This is a wonderful queen, and now I'm not calling you out on your gender, because you're going to know who you are and whether or not these are at all your stories or your characters, Gemini. But I'm hearing for some of you, this could have to deal with a maternal figure in your world. If this wasn't your mother, or it could be like your wife or a partner, whether or not they're masculine or feminine, people show up as this queen constantly when they're people that have grown through emotional heartache, put it that way. I'm hearing that this person might have literally lost somebody, but I'm hearing for some of you, this is about the passage of a will and what she really would have wanted done, is what they're saying. And they keep drawing an emphasis to who is around, and it being like, they're saying it's like somebody's earth angels and what they would have been likely to tell you. And the only reason why some things are hung up, I'm hearing for some people, and I don't mean the only reason, I'm not downplaying it, because sometimes people will downplay, oh, you're just being emotional, you know, and I'm the guy that says, good. How do we make sure that you're feeling better as you're going through those emotions and being the transmitter of clean energy that allows itself to move in grace? And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's just knowing that you can take a grace period because of what this person would have wanted. Let's look here into the future just a bit, because we're going to get some guidance out of this card here. And you might be dealing, see, I'm hearing somebody was taking really cheap shots with a Taurus. And it doesn't have to be you, Gemini. You might have been the observer of this, or maybe you have real close. I'm hearing you might be cusp with Gemini and Taurus. But this could also have to do with something that's supposed to... Hey, something happened and the camera shut off. There were like 3 calls that all tried to come in on my line while this was happening. And I'm hearing that might be what it's like for you right now. I'm hearing for some of you that has to do with why this 9 of Wands is showing up in reverse here as, you know, your kind of guidance and future. It's, you're out of spoons because this person is weary. They have their head wrapped. They're not able to do much more. They're kind of holding onto the stick like that. And when they're upside down, it's like getting ready to just drop things before they break their back, because the next card is like the 10 of Wands, where somebody's like carrying too much. And I'm hearing for somebody, this is about like just letting it all go. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's literally what's being pulled. And they're showing me it's like, you've seen those magic tricks when magic tricks where they pull the rug or whatever and things just lift up. I'm hearing it's like a lift off, and something that ends up happening because of what's been witnessed, and it's like you can't wrap it up, you know? And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like what's been having you feeling stuck. You, especially if you're an intuitive Gemini, like many of you are, I've had some of my best Geminis just told things like, oh, you're crazy, oh, you're bipolar, oh, you're this, oh, you're that, you're making it up, or you change too much. And it's because they're literally learning to quantize brain, sometimes seeing left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain, learning how to have like one clear vision here. And it's like a really interesting way to develop your hypersentience and your skills, and it can be extremely taxing. And I'm hearing for some of you all, you need to be careful, because whoever it is that, and this might be you, it just depends on which Gemini you are, flipping somebody's world upside down, because it literally looks like somebody grabbing something and like trying to flip it. And I'm hearing whoever was cutting things under the table, it all got seen. It's like whoever this was feeling really tired when they needed help, is what I'm asking, or what I'm hearing. What I was asking for, I'm hearing, is help, because I didn't have the help and you were all watching. And so I'm hearing somebody was getting away with like showing us like masking tape or like a bad cut and paste job, and something that they didn't know somebody was trying to create with their footage and what they know how to do with green screens and pixel dots. And I've been explaining more of this in my Bitcoin April Fools Y'all Have Been Lied To reading, explaining what these pixel dots were and the hijack on sentience. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this has a lot to do with why you've been so stressed out and tired, and why it feels like certain people are like there supporting you, but it's like more of a drain than anything. Yeah, okay, that might be making sense for some of you. I'm hearing though, for whoever needs to know about it, this is the card that's going to reveal all of it, because this is the focus and the reason. This is the Emperor, and he's in reverse. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like whatever the house was set with was so well established that nobody could like create a document to falsify and like overlay, you know? It's like whatever, and this could have been your dad. I'm going to say your daddy, your dad, your grandpa, somebody, whatever they had put in place. If this is something about real estate or like intellectual property, I'm hearing it is so that whoever was trying to take a gouge on you has no clue how much worse it's going to be than whatever that person felt like, feeling like a wounded soldier that maybe got hit in the head or whatever. Because this is not playing energy here. And this might have to do with what's happened in April. It's still April at the time of this record. It's still April. The apps are real. Some of you have faces in real lives now, because the eye opened up in the center and we said, not that deal. And for me, that's how, astrology glides with me. I can kind of see where you are on this and be like, wow, this is who's trying to hook and stake you, And so some of those things don't get to happen because of energies that were protective for you ahead of time, Gemini. Let's see what's on the outcome potential. 7 of Wands. So you're going to want to stick with whatever it is you know to be true, because this 7 is just reflecting to me more divine timing, because the other readings I've done today are all 7 somewhere, and this is crowning and it's upright, and this is somebody who might not be, they just stood victorious, they just were celebrated, and now it's like they're fighting off opposition. And it's like knowing what somebody told you about keeping your enemies closer as you're figuring out who your friends are, and that usually there's not a whole lot of mix in between. It's like the ones that show up to guard the baby who is being maybe paraded and put out on a throne and celebrated, but at the same time could have been feeling like this all along. So you're going to know if that's the case or not. Gemini, I'm going to wish you the best on this. Let me know if it resonated. Just know you're protected, you're divinely protected, and nobody's going to get away with anything, because the one has a watch over everyone, and now it's highest mutual benefit for all involved times. So take care, know that we're watching, and hit me up if I can do a personal reading for you at book.artoflove.me. We'll catch you again soon when we're back for another one. Bye.